tell you about my sedative? Well, it's not your game. You didn't make the rules, so everything comes hard. As long as you're signed to a contract, you're gonna take a minority share of the winning. A select few of us will do well.
And I go speak to him like, why you do me like that?
What did he tell you?
Man, your rap sheet.
A rap sheet? Man.
Look.
NBA rap sheet.
NBA shit. You want to be in the streets or you want to be in the NBA?
This what he told you?
That's what in his office. You want to be in the streets or you want to be in the NBA?
Everything you do, you go hard. When they doubt you, you definitely gotta go hard. When you fall, you go hard. That pain gonna make you grow. Big motion.
There's no guy slicker than this young fly mister. Nickel 9 liquor, floss you die quicker. Did fed.
Listen, I'm not matching energy no more because it simply takes too much energy to match your bad energy. And I'm not fucking up my vibration not 1 second longer.
Well, it's not your game. You didn't make the rules, so everything comes hard.
Yeah, I used to smoke reefer. What? I mean, you know, preachers, we gotta stop.
I'm a hoe. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
What up, you already know what time it is. Well, man, Mr. Host, but the most never need to brag no boast. All we ever did was give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in the real way for us players to play. 99 days away from the 24. That's the Blacc 5th annual Blacc Mode Classic. As you see right behind me. Blacc Mode Hoop Dreams Classic. Don't sleep on your dreams. Right there. In collaboration with my brother from another, named Hustle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it. That's how we giving it up. Right there. You see it? All right. So now, let me say this. RPG Day, RIP, it's a neighborhood nick. You know? You know, he was a polarizing figure in the neighborhood. And got taken out way before his time, you know? And salute the big boy from having an interview with his brother. When that interview tells me a lot of things that I've been new, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it like, they got nipped, but they didn't get his inspiration, bro. They didn't get his dedication. They didn't get his influence, you know? Look, I'm all the way in Canada and I'm repping from it, man, because I see it's come up, man. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it, you know? And I understand it, you know, when you're in an unfavorable position and you just want to grow out of this situation. And these always motherfuckers that try to bring you down and bring, you know, a bad cloud around your light, you know, which is the worst thing you can do in this world, you know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is keep it 1,000 and doing the people around you, you know? Just salute the neighborhood net, man. One of the best that ever did it and got away with it, you know what I mean? Real motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. That Black Sam interview, me thinking certain things in life, even though you're the biggest and the baddest, certain things in life is better left unsaid. Everybody takes a split second for motherfuckers to go crazy out here. Believe themselves, you know? For the ego, pride, all types of bullshit. First and foremost, jealousy. You see a motherfucker shining, and you ain't shining like him, or you don't think you're shining like him. You feel the waves, you know? Start turning on you, you know? There's some devilish deeds, but you gotta be strong enough to see that, overcome it. The cup gotta run it over, abundance, you know? So let's check out the interview, man. We're going to break it down step by step. My perspective, I just feel like Nip was the heart, and Black Sam was the muscle, you know, the heart and the brain. So Nip was the heart and the brain. Black Sam he's the brain too, but he's probably the inspiration for Nip going so hard, you know. He changed the hood, so maybe Nip sees his brother and the rest of the brothers, and he tried to make a statement where it's like, I'm holding down my big brother now. Since y'all don't want to respect it, y'all gonna respect this motherfucker that's really putting down for the hood, people, and doing it in a respectable, honorable manner, you know what I'm saying? So let's check this out. You know, there's a lot to be said on either side. One thing for sure, two things for certain. There's always three sides to a story. This side, your side, and shoot.
And away from, the limelight, just the conversations that I would have. And you got to think, bro, like, I'm damn near 20 years senior, but I'm listening to bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening because when a wise man speaks. Yep.
We pretty much take it all. Fridges and dishwashers and dressers, drawers, couches.
Not bad, y'all. And pay my premium. Screw that dude.
And you guys trusted that, and you also understood, like, man, we can add value to this as well. Mm-hmm. And just a good team of people working for a real common cause, bro.
Yeah.
And you look at, when you say the Master P's, the Cash Moneys, the Rockefellers, those are things that you had a chance to look at, and then you guys become that, where you give other people, I know you had to see other people with hope that, man, we doing the same thing.
Yeah, 100%. And one thing we used to always, with Hustle, he was always willing, and I think he, his driving force was to inspire people, and so, honestly speaking, I'm very territorial, like, hold on, like, it's a good idea, like, hold on, don't get that idea, like, that's us, we gotta do this, and Hustle would, always, like, we ain't even, you just told us about this, we still working on it, and you telling the next person, you telling the next person, you telling Hustle, be like, nah, bro, it's cool, we gonna, get a game, and, we gonna be good, but he always wanted to
share the wealth, share the knowledge.
Yep, and that's one thing that we used to laugh and joke, like, oh, bro, don't. But when you look back and take a step back, man, it was a quality that definitely other people appreciated, and I myself had to be like, man, Hustle was just, his goal and his purpose, like, he really wanted to always inspire, and then he also got a kick out of seeing somebody achieve. Like he loved it, and you know, I think that made him feel good.
Hey man, I remember even the Smart Store when y'all opened up the Marathon Smart Store. I was like, what the fuck is a Smart Store? And early on, we used to like, yeah, you can come in and you can point your phone at this. And I'm like, what? And then is it Idris?
Yep.
Idris Sandu.
Yep.
I remember, man, when he told us the story about how he met him, he said he was like, went to go get a green juice and Idris was in there and he said, man, I just kept walking past, bro, that he was doing something with his hands and making things move. But even just to tap in to something like that so early, bro.
Yep.
When and peep it and understand, man, this is the next thing. And now you see certain things now, man, like Nip was on before we even had the scan.
See, that's a mind of a visionary, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could foresee the future, the way things are going, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't saying you gotta be a rocket scientist, but for you to have a little bit of knowledge and know-how to understand where things around you are heading, it's because you're very observant, you know? And you see and you know the pulse of the community, what's going on. You didn't want to spend too much money, put too much big money, and bring it to the hood like that. So you gotta make a smart store, you know, make it more user friendly so people don't gotta worry about walking with too much money and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just shows customers that, yo, I'm ahead of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? You can still spend your money and you know I'm in the middle of the hood, you know? That's the bridge of the gap. That's to show you, like, he understands both sides, you know? To give y'all a better perspective, you know what I'm saying? It's life. You're gonna have to do that if the world's 100, right? But he's like, you know what? I gotta put my first smart store because I don't want to lose this revenue in my neighborhood or in real estate.
Is where everything could just be scanned. Now everything is scanned like that. And when you talk about a smart store, bro, nobody was thinking about that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you a story, man. That goes to Hustle Genius. You know, we scrambling, trying to get the store open. And we did like a little mini dock and we made sure the store was filled up with clothes and we trying to, you know, fold them correctly and make sure it's clean. And we finally ready, probably like a week and a half before the grand opening, maybe like 2 weeks. And we doing our countdown. And Hustle like, yeah, man, I just met this guy at the Starbucks. I was going to get a tea or something and I seen him and I'm like, huh? He like, yeah, we about to make the store a smart store. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no, we don't got time for that. I don't even know what, like you say, I don't know what is the smart store. He's like, no, trust me, bro. So I'm pulling my hair out. I'm mad, like, man, what is this? And so I meet Idris and he's telling me this and I'm like, bro, we don't got time. So we end up, he get it and he make everything. He go in and he integrate it with the clothing and, you know, geofence it. And then so I'm learning things that I had no clue about. And in hindsight, looking now, when that store opened and it was the first smart store, and that's why I just like, Hustle, the genius of Hustle, man. And so many different things like that he's done. But it's always, you know, driven from his vision and he got the right vision. And, you know, to this day, people still talk about that smart store.
Oh yeah, bro.
And just him seeing Idris and seeing him young, Blacc, dope at technology and wanting to do something with him and wanting to, you know, have him a part of the store grand opening and then him also, you know, just being excited to see Idris keep taking it to the next level. You know, that was something that, like I say, man, that really drove Hustle.
What made you guys want to like really do business and be a part of the community as well?
I think, you know, instinctively, that's that corner, Crenshaw and Slauson. You know, we used to walk from my mom's house to the bus stop on Crenshaw and Slauson in front of the Shell when we was little and catch the bus to Watts, school bus. There was a Shell's, the gas station there, and I remember when we found out that the owner was a black man. It fucked us up. We was little. We never thought like a black person could own a gas station. And so he was there and he would fuck with us like, what's up, man? What's up? He was cool. He coached basketball and he liked us because we used to go in there, backpack empty, no books, buy all the 25-cent bags of hot Cheetos, fill the backpack up, go to school, sell them for 50 cents. And we used to come every day, be like, man, y'all getting all the chips and no books. So he kind of took a liking to us, but that's when we thought, you know, ownership from back then. And fast forward, that parking lot behind the Shell is where the shop is.
Yeah.
Hustle, we used to be in there hustling when it was abandoned building. And then he sold his first mixtape in there. And then we were across the street hustling. And for us to be able to get the shop in that parking lot, it meant everything because we grew up in that parking lot, in that area. And by us getting the shop, the community supported young, old, people that may have looked at us and been like frowning upon us. At this time, like, man, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all got a business. And they made sure that they came and supported. So the significance of that area and being there and all the money that was spent with us, they saw what it was turning into. So everybody, from the aunties, the grandmas, you know, to the homies, coming spending money, they seen we took it and we flipped it. And we took it and we flipped it. And they saw what the support, you know, what we did with the support. And it was key for Hustle that he stayed and we opened the first Marathon store there.
Right there.
Because there was a lot going on, man. Police, you know, I'm going to jail, everybody going to jail, they raiding the shop. So at one point it was, you know, like, man, we need to get a shop on Fairfax. We need to open this Marathon store. When we do the Marathon store, it need to be somewhere where we ain't got to worry about this. You know, we get into it with the homies sometimes and, you know, all type of stuff. Like, we may need to do that, but Hustle was adamant like, nah, that's store number 2. Store number 1, we got to open up on Crenshaw and Slauson. And I think, like I'm from this area and I'm doing something big here and I'm investing here. And number 2, you know, it was an obligation because, you know, we was made and the brand was built from the people's support. So
it was very necessary.
Yeah.
Did the owner of the show ever know that those were the same kids on the other side of the alley?
Man, I don't know. I don't know because he ended up selling it. I don't know, but I hope so. If he seen Hustle, he probably could put 2 and 2. And some of the employees, you know, he hired all the young, you know, 20-year-olds from the area. So the homegirls was in there working. Some of the homies, when we was younger, we knew that they had jobs. And so I'm sure if they had contact with him, they let him know.
Were you ever concerned about how accessible you guys were?
I mean, yes and no. Just every day, we know where we at.
Right.
So we was always, you know, had to be aware and be on point, dealing with all the different things that go on with, you know, being in the hood. But I think I always felt that, you know, God was protecting and basically we felt like nothing could happen. Like, because we've been through too much, so many different crazy circumstances where, you know, we felt like as long as we do the right thing and we keep pushing forward with the positive, niggas can't, like, it's nothing that could happen. So that was the honest thought, you know, and you know, it's hindsight, man. Just you never understand.
Man, I think as
Dragon Ball Super card game.
Partner, as someone from the outside looking in, right? I remember just what that day felt like when it passed. My mom passed on March 31st as well, right? So literally, I went to my mom's grave and I was doing a comedy show probably like the night or 2 before. And I wanted Nip to record me a drop like, oh, go see Big Boy's comedy show. He didn't get around to it. So literally on the way home, I was like, man, when I get home, I'm gonna call him like, oh, it was successful and, you know, and do what we usually do, bro. And when I got to the house, I remember my man Fuzzy, he had hit me up and he said, man, I'm over here by Marathon. He said, something's going on over here. He said, they got it blocked off. And I was like, man, I said, he said, I'm gonna try to get closer. And when he called me back, he said, man, they're saying something happened with Nip. What was that day like for you, bro? And did you feel any premonitions before we lost Nip?
100%, man. I think, man, we just, it's my cousin's birthday, so the night, I want to say the night before, it took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills, me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro, you know, not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of bit politics, getting into it with certain people. You know, Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. Back, we not playing, ain't nobody saying nothing to Khaled, ain't nobody doing nothing to Khaled, and he's straight. And Hustle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth, and you know we appreciated Khaled for showing up and coming to the hood and doing the video, and you know we knew that this was gonna be one of them videos, man. Hustle brought DJ Khaled to the hood, and you know had John Legend in the other scene, so we at Wally's and we just chopping it up about a lot of shit, man. Just, you know, making sure that we on point in security, and when we pull up, it's, you know, we like, Hustle, when you pull up to the shop, call us. He like, bro, I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. And we like arguing and just, you know, but turn into, you know, a little bit of that, and then back to the, you know, celebrating bro, Adam's birthday, and us the back room, and you know, family there chopping it, and just us four, and we stayed there forever, man. And when he walked out, we all walked out the back room of Wally's. I think Rivera, one of the guys that filmed the video, just happened to be there. And so he see us walking out, he's like, oh, Hustle, what's up? And he's like, man, what's going on? He's like, bro, they just sent me the first edit of the video. And so he pulled it up, and he like, man, look at this, bro. You look amazing, bro. You about to do movies after this. Look at this shot. And so Hustle seen it, and Hustle was smiling. Hustle was happy. He seen the shots of the video. He's like, man, he's telling him like, bro, ain't no more small time shit, man. After this, nigga, your shit going out the roof. And so, you know.
Yeah, y'all seen that video, man. That was a great video that they did, man. It was a great video. It was plush, you know what I'm saying? She was in that blue, you know, that ocean blue. I just feel like if niggas didn't want Khaled at the video shoot, that means they're trying to box food out of Nipsey's mouth or something like that. So of course he wasn't having it, but at the same time, maybe there's other rappers that came through the hood that got extorted that wasn't fucking with Nipsey at the time. So they're like, you can't be an exception to the rule. And if Nipsey was down with it, or he was indifferent, then there could have been an issue, you know? It's just how it goes.
We was all happy and shook hands with them, and then we left. And that was the last interaction, bro.
And that was the night before?
The night before, Saturday.
And so Sunday, what was that morning like for you, Sam?
Sunday, regular Sunday, man. I think we had spots in the hood. So one of the spots we had little weed spots, 24-hour spot. And I think it was my boy, who usually do one of the shifts. I had to cover one of the shifts. And so I think I was in it all night. And I end up, the morning shift came in, I ended up leaving. And so my goal was to go to the house and sleep a couple hours and then go back to the shop and close the shop up for the rest of the night. So I'm at Granny house, sleep on the floor. And this phone just going crazy, man. It woke me up. And I picked the phone up and, you know, forget who called me, man. I just hear people screaming in the background. And they like, man, you know, bro got shot. So I just immediately just run out the house. And jet out the door. My grandma was in the living room watching TV, so she seen me run out. Didn't close the door, just got in the car. My grandma's on 5th in Slauson, so the shop is maybe like 6 blocks away. So I just ran every light, every stop sign, and get there, and man, it's just going crazy, man. You know, everybody screaming, and I just see bro, and I'm just, you know, it's fucked up, but bro still breathing. I think Kev Mack was like talking to him and trying to tell him, you know, breathe, stay with, just breathe, bro. So I'm looking, trying to, you know, we need to figure this shit out. So somebody had the, I think, ambulance on the phone, and everybody screaming.
Kev Mack was there.
Simply Spiked en 3 saveurs.
He knows.
Just like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Just like you know, take the phone. And I'm trying to talk to the ambulance. They say they coming, and they telling me, you know, I'm asking them like what do we need to be doing? And so they telling me to try to administer CPR on bro, and asking me, is he breathing? I'm like, yeah, he's still breathing, you know. And just try to do the best that we could. And finally, you know, police came and ambulance came, and they took him. And so I'm just praying, you know, I had faith that bro was gonna be all right. And you know, then I had a lot of people shot in that parking lot. I done drove multiple people to the hospital, and you know, I'm like, man, if anybody make it, bro gonna make it for sure. And that was the ride to the hospital, man. Just praying, and you know, I was confident bro was gonna be good, man. And just couldn't understand it, man. It's like the Twilight Zone after that. Everything I believed in, or my faith in, shattered. But
did you get word like right then? Did you follow?
Yeah, followed the ambulance, and I think got out, and so I was trying to go to the doctors, and ambulance. I think J-Rock. Then one of the ambulance told J-Rock something, and he came to me. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm trying to figure it out and go talk to them, and then go to the doctors. And then my mom and family was there, and then everybody screaming. Just walked out. Just fucked up. But
when you walked out, you knew then?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. You know, still can't understand it, honestly. Just it's Twilight Zone, man. Don't understand. Shook my whole belief in whatever I believed in. And, you know,
Man, that's one of those, it's wild too, because we thought we had it like rough that day. But when we started hearing calls or we started piecing things together, man, and the first thing I thought, you know, you started thinking about family. You know, of course you pop up, then I'm hearing certain things and I was like, man, was Jay there? Because I knew we had heard it was a couple people and I was like, when I called Jay, when he didn't answer, I immediately put him there too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would always see them together, you know, and it's crazy because we never had a chance to talk, but I didn't know that y'all had that much conversation even the night before about, man, you know, we got to move a little different. You know, we gotta make sure that security's on set and, you know, bro doing his regular routine.
Yep.
You know, like at home, you know. With that, bro, it's like, not what is the first thing that you do, man, but where's headspace, man? Because it's hard to just not, you know, either throw it all away or give it all up.
Right.
You know, because we got Nip as friend, music, whatever it may be. You know, y'all sharing bedrooms, that's like me and my bro.
Right.
You know, at some point, do you feel like any of this is worth it, or were you ready to throw it all away?
Oh, no, man. Not 100%, like, crash out, broad daylight, whoever. And, you know, we start figuring out who the streets was saying it was, and, you know, that's what the whole unit was like, where's this nigga at? And, you know, that was the mind space at that point.
Yeah.
Aside from just dealing with, you know, the reality, you know, but it was go time, man. And, you know, they're gonna make sure the kids is good, make sure his kids is good, and make sure they keep going.
Is it as random as what the public thought it was? Like, Nip seeing somebody, Eric, and talk, and...
I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me.
Qu'est-ce qui est un bon prix? Qu'est-ce qui l'est pas? En fait, il faut juste pas que ça coûte trop cher.
J'ai confiance, j'ai les icônes de prix qui m'aident.
Y'all listen to this. I'll be back in a second.
You're gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, no boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation, probably seen nobody was in the doorways, checked Hustle had on shorts, checked everybody else, left. They say came back with a red shirt on, tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, That's the throw off. Or the Bloods did it. Or the Inglewood families did it. Or the BPS. That's the throw off. Red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So, and can't nobody tell me nothing about that, because it just don't make no sense. It's not random. You know, I know hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to hustle, because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to hustle, wherever you find them at. But on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble, and if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left tell me everything I need to know. There was no argument. You know, it was no sense of threat. Because with that come, like, hey, be on deck. It was none of that. It was just, you know, to me it was, let me come through, let me see what's going on, and then let me, you know, in this broad daylight, man, and it's, you know, it's a lot of unanswered questions, man.
You don't believe he had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and, you know, whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't to me that don't, whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and may got the reverses. I mean, he got the, you know, charges reversed, because Hustle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But I think you know, it's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. You know, he hadn't been in the hood like that. They're saying he had some like a snitch jacket on him, or he couldn't come around. You know, me personally, Hustle, Fats, like we seen a lot of the homies raised, because we at that shop 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. You know, before it was the Marathon store, when it was Slauson T, Slauson Ave, we had weed spots all in the hood. So we seen a lot of the young homies raised, from kids to teenagers to adults. We watched them. They know us. We know them. Anything we throw in the parking lot, if you from that area, if you from the 60s, if you from the 30s to the 100s, when Hustle throw something in that parking lot, you coming. From whatever it is. You in the hood, you smoking weed, you coming to our spots. He was never at any functions. He was never at any grand openings. He was never at anything Hustle was doing. He was never at any shows. It's because he wasn't good in the hood. So all this other shit niggas is talking about, I don't know it. He wasn't good. You know, he wasn't good, and he was not good, and he was not around for a reason. You know, and to that point, we didn't see him.
Hey, Sam, why was it important to you and to the family to make sure that LA had a chance, in the world, really? Because I was people flying in from Japan, Germany. Why did y'all feel that you wanted to make sure that you did it at, was it Staples? At Staples Center, and take Nip, you know, through every neighborhood? Why was it important for you to share that with us?
Honestly, it was God. It wasn't, you know, it was Hustle and God, because we were just, you know, going through it. Obviously, man, we gotta get this funeral handled the right way, and we're trying to hit churches and, you know, black churches, black preachers, and nope.
They were afraid to touch it?
So we couldn't find a venue. So that we just like, this is crazy, man. And I think Karen Sybil came and was like, we gonna figure this out. And she reached out and ended up like, man, we got the Staples Center on deck. And I think, LeBron and Live Nation, Rock Nation, everybody pulled their resources together and made phone calls. And, after weeks and weeks of like, we can't get a venue. Like, look, this is, we got the Staples for bro. And so at that point, it was like, all right, man, we gotta make sure we do this the right way for bro. And just trying to plan it, and people came and supported and helped plan it and, make it happen. Definitely the family was appreciative of that. And just driving through the city, man, I think, I know how much, the city meant to bro and how much bro meant to the city. And we like, man, we gonna drive through all of LA, through everybody hood in LA. And, so much, pushback, like, nah, we can't do that. Police, we're not giving y'all an escort. Man, fuck y'all, we don't need y'all escort, man. It's gonna be too many problems going through different people's neighborhoods. I'm like, man, we gonna go through every neighborhood in LA and nothing's gonna happen. Watch. Mm-hmm. People gonna be out there salute.
And we did, bro.
Yep. 100%.
Did you feel like you were just on automatic? Like you weren't in the moment? Did you just feel like you were just kind of floating through it?
It was just, hardest time in my life, and for the family and everybody, man. But, it's just, you gotta follow through, man, and send bro home the right way. And, to this day, man, it still seemed like not real that bro was gone. But at that time, yeah, it was, hard, man. One thing I tell people, man, I never done drugs in my life. I never thought about doing drugs because I seen, I had uncles, and I always, drunk grandfather, I always was like, man, I'll never be that, so I don't smoke, I'm anti. It's the only time in my life that I ever just thought about like doing drugs because I can't deal with it.
So make it go away.
Yeah, it's something there's no way to handle it. So, didn't, but that was the only time in my mind. I'm like, okay, this is why niggas. This is when a nigga can't deal with this shit. Like, there's no way to fix this. This is hopelessness. That's the feeling at that point.
Is it kind of like the gift and the curse too, Sam, where you're reminded all the time, and that's love.
Right.
But even when you go by and you see like a mural,
right,
there's no day where because it's gonna be on you every day anyway.
Yeah.
But there's no day that it's not a video, a picture, a song on the radio, somebody rocking the merchandise, a mural, that, not that becomes kind of normal to you, but how do you deal with that? One moment at a time?
Yep. I think, the murals, I'm happy when I see bro on the murals, even shirts, man, I'm happy when I see, bro, because I know his goal was to inspire and, that's like proof. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Mm. That's the proof that he did what he wanted to do. I used to be like, man, we got to get to the money. and get this shit. And he like, yeah, we're gonna get to the money, bro, but this shit bigger than that. So I think
Stop making Amazon sellers rich. I hate to tell.
My bad, bro. I think that's just a reminder, like bro lived his purpose. So it's a good thing. Hard things probably is like people trying to take pictures, and that shit never easy. Because I never been taking pictures, and that's the hard thing. Because it's like I know that's when it's like, okay, I know why. Like, man, but obviously you understand why, so they showing love to bro. So it's like, okay, come on. But that for me, that's the going through day, and then somebody, oh bro, that just brings me back into the mode. Like, all right, that for me, that'll never be. I'll never be able to deal with. I'll never get used to that.
Yeah. When Nip says the marathon continues, that really means something. Either different today, or there's so much that's valid to those words, bro. Why is it important? And I mean, just the work that you guys been doing collectively with keeping the brands and ownership and taking care of the kids and the family, with the marathon continues, why is that so important to you, Sam?
When I hear other people say it, marathon continues, I appreciate it. For me, I can't say the marathon continues. Just for me, I can't, because bro not here. So it's hard for me to say, but when I hear other people say it, I like it, and it'll never be the same without bro here. But like you said, man, us trying to just continue things that he started and wanted to accomplish. I think it's our duty, man. Get this documentary out, get it done correctly. Obviously his kids, my niece and nephew, make sure they understand who their dad fully was and what he did, and also, the fruits of his labor, and making sure that they have, I think is the mission. Make sure that
Yeah, I hear that. That's a $1 billion brother he had there. $1 billion brother. And what he was really trying to show us is like this. His brother started this, we gotta finish it. We gotta take this marathon across the globe, man, and help people get out of this situation, this madness, this mental slavery that we're in, man, because this don't make no sense. He was trying to empower the community. It's that same community that took him. Now, Black Sam is really feeling the brunt of this because he's the older brother and he feels like it's all his fault. So you can't see past that line where he wants to press it, But we gotta look at it like this. We gotta inspire Black Sam. Each and every one of us want to continue on the marathon, be something better for the communities, and no harm no matter what, you know what I'm saying? You gonna bang for something real, That's going against evil, There are no evil deeds that we're gonna accomplish. Do the right thing, that being said, y'all gotta just understand that God is never sleeping. He's always looking over us. It's a split second. You know? We gotta understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the glitz and glamour or anything like that, you know? Just, you know, fight for a better life for you and your children. If you don't want that, you're just a coward, you know? A worthless waste of space. That's straight up and down all the way around like clockwork. Do it for the children, bro. How are we gonna grow if we don't have that understanding as men? You know? His brother can't even say that, man. We're gonna say it for him, you know? We're gonna push it forth, you know? To make Black Sam proud, because I know Black Sam is looking at it like this earth is shattered, bro. But he still has to push forward, push through, you know? Not understanding the meaning behind it, but we're all the meaning, bro. I'm all the way in Canada, bro, and I feel his pain, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Happy neighborhood nip. Happy G Day. As in God Day, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you're with the Most High, man. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the people, all the fallen soldiers, all everybody out there, man. It's your boy, Matt Mizza. You know my slogan. Keep it real in the field, so you know we stay true. You know.